century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. We are at Ncaa Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Ncaa Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Ncaa, a war hero. The beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hawkeyes kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Davis looking to pass. Going for a big play right off the bat. Snatches it on the right. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other
Oh, out of space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Rolls right. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Hawkeyes guys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moulton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Davis will throw. Turns it upfield. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Davis looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull on a stand.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Handoff for Malton. They didn't get him push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moulton. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sees some running room. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the return, it's Wilkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got the first down. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Back to throw, it's Walls. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Malton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Rush is on. Zings it complete to the right. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd down, here's Malton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Malton. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Holds on, it's Palmer. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw it from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Huskers looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Ready, go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Second and long here. With the draw, it's Hill. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. A spectacular one-hand grab. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Move to his right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Past the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's West. Breaks the tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Still looking to his right. The throw finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Moving to his left. He'll throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Badgers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Wilkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Right, let's go. Down, ready. Wide 53.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go, go.
The run inside. It's Moulton. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Ready. Get. Ready to go.
Sells to fake. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Moving the pocket, it's Walls. Uncorks it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. See some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Rigby. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Fights off a defender.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Kamari again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Reels it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Wants to throw one first. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Moulton. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start, still 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Moulton. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. Looking for a gap, it's West. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
With the catch, it's Kearney. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Davis will throw. Flips it out to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the back. He got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They're all over him. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Making the adjustment. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB.